Welcome back to my weekly trade recaps. It's been a minute. I've had to take care of some other business. And this week I secured over 10R. And don't worry, this isn't just hindsight. I've called it live in my free Telegram and also in my VIP Discord, where I provide analysis, live execution, and trade management. So if it's something that you're interested in, check the link in the description. I'm only running 20% off for the next 24 hours, and after that, price is going to increase. So this week I secured over 10R, and to be honest, this was an extremely easy week to trade, especially for my style of trading. And if you notice, we go to the weekly candle and daily candle. Okay, this is the current week, but this candle isn't printed here. So like over here, we're literally at all-time highs. So like the only thing I'm interested in doing is going long. Like why would you even think of shorting an all-time highs? I mean, if you're a scalper, sub 1 minute time frame, that could work. But why would I add on unnecessary stress and trade against the trend? So how I start every day, daily bias. As you can see, we had like this, over here we were kind of stuck in this range last week. Last week was a very boring week for me. As you can see, price was just consolidating. And that led me to believe that the next week we would have like large distribution, which did happen this week. So I will not be surprised if next week we tend to consolidate as well, or if we continue trending, but I will definitely be more cautious heading into next week compared to current week. Current week I was just like risking 2% per trade, because for Monday I could just tell you we're just going to keep ripping higher. So the first thing we did, we opened with a new week opening gap, and the reason for that was because Trump announced some tariff news over the weekend, and as soon as I saw this one hour inversion, I just knew we were going to head higher. The reason for that was because on Friday we also had like these equal highs which were created, and at this point over here I was looking for a potential inversion to go long to clear these equal highs. But as soon as we were heading lower, I just knew that we were receiving these highs for Monday. So usually when Friday just like doesn't move around and just creates like liquidity, Monday usually is a very good trading day, and you have one of the easiest and cleanest trades. And you can literally see like as soon as we took out the Asian low, go to an inversion, like a double inversion, even go to the 1 hour chart, boom, we almost like went up without any drawdown. And this was a straight like what was it, like 2R? Yeah, clean, easy 2R. And this other thing that happens, people always get scared at 9:30. Usually at 9:30 we open, we have a huge market manipulation lower into a fair value gap that's usually unfilled. You're going to see this again, I think, on Thursday as well, when price manipulated lower to this 4 hour fair value gap. And at that point, everyone's super scared because they're like, oh, Asia, London high is taken out. We're going to reverse now. I'm like, why would you reverse it? Like, if you have clear higher time frame, like a narrative and price action, like you just know what's going to hit. I mean, look at this. You have equalize here, relative equalize here, and this perfectly clean high here. And for me, as soon as this is hit, because some of these trades, they're done in like 5 to 15 minutes. And like after that, price tends to consolidate for like a few hours and then it gets hit. So for my mind, I just want to be done with the trade. I'm not going to hold on for a few extra points. So this, if you want to check the receipts, they're first link in the description. Like this is not hindsight, I'm telling you, I call all of this live. You can check the free Telegram as well. You don't have to pay to check. So that was done. Monday is done, and then I just go to Tuesday. So this indicator that I have is like previous daily high and previous daily low. So essentially what I do is, if you're bullish and we're in the equilibrium of the range, I just essentially look to target the previous daily high if you're bullish, and that's what I do. But I think what happened this week was that the previous daily high got taken out way earlier during the day. Yeah, see like here, this got taken out like way earlier. So I think this was Tuesday, if I'm correct. I didn't take any trades on Tuesday. Yeah, I mean, I woke up, I just saw this. The only potential trade you could have taken during New York Open was like a reversal after the sweep of London high to these London lows, because we had equal lows here, but I think the range was so small. Yeah, to be honest, in myself, I was like, I'm just not interested in taking any shorts, especially near all-time highs. So I just skipped Tuesday, and you can see like we just had like terrible price action in the New York session, and I wasn't interested at all. Skipping back to the next day, as you can see, the previous daily low was like immediately swept. Let's just head to the 1 hour, so it was just easier. I will make you guys wait. Yeah. So here there were two opportunities. The first one was actually this 1 hour inversion over here. I didn't enter this yet. It was a 1 hour version. You were targeting this fair value gap. You could have entered on this as well, but I just waited for like New York open. Yeah, so I waited for New York session, and you could have taken this. I'm pretty sure. Did I put this in VIP? I can't recall, to be honest, because to be honest, I don't journal my winners. I only journal my losers. And this week, where I already kind of know and have nothing really to learn from this week, I didn't really journal it. And I knew I was going to make this video, so like this video is a kind of like a video journal by itself. So yeah, but yeah, you could have taken along here. Oh yes, I remember why I didn't take this, because Asia I was already swept. We had this big wick here, and then we had this other wick here as well. And at that point in my head, it was just like, okay, price is just like consolidating with the seek and destroy behavior. So I'm just gonna wait till New York, and if in New York I see something super clean, that's when I'm gonna take it. And I think this is the day Trump announced that he was gonna fire Powell, and then prices dropped lower, and then he said it was fake news. And as soon as I saw this 50-minute inversion, I was like, okay, this is perfect, because we just took out all of this liquidity, cleared out all these lows, and now we're just going to go higher, because you can see like over here there's still very clean highs, and this is a high as well. You can literally draw like a trend line from like here till here, so a very clean trend line. So I went long. I remember I was at the Daniel Dubois versus Usyk public workout, so I didn't have time to look at my phone, but obviously for the VIP members I had to give the analysis, and I did send out these setups. And those of you that are with me from the OG days are probably wondering like, why have I not gone below the 15-minute time frame? Because I used to like trade the 5 minute a lot, and for me what I've changed this year in my trading is that I stick to the 15-minute and above, and I just risk more. So although in a week I might not have a setup every day, I might have like 2 or 3 setups, but instead of risking like 1%, I just risk 2%, and that way I've noticed that I have a high win rate and I make more money as well, because I just find easier winning trades. And yeah, so this trade was a 15-minute inversion. I entered in long. Okay, to be fair, over here I did go on the 5 minute just to see where I could put my stop, because obviously I can't put my stop loss over here. It's just too big. So I'm pretty sure I put it basically on this swing low. And yeah, that was a clean, what was it, another 1.5 hour. And remember, this is not hindsight, I call all of this live. First link in the description for receipts. And then this was another beautiful entry actually. I entered long the next day after I saw this 4-minute inversion for a 4-hour inversion, because at this point I was like, if we inverse this 4 hour fair value gap, we are going long to all-time highs. There's nothing that's going to stop me now. And I went in long here, put my stop loss here, and then a lot of people got scared when they saw, because we swept the London high, and then 9:30 open manipulated the lower. But if you see at this point, we have that this 4 hour fair value gap that's not being filled. So like what happened on Monday, happened again on this day. We took out London lows and manipulated lower. So yeah, this is perfect. We took out London lows. If you look now, we're like, boom, reversal after London high, taking out these trend line liquidity over here, going to the 4 hour fair value gap. I entered in another position here as well, 2% risk, and got insane RR. But this is an aggressive entry which I don't recommend most people take. So that's what I did. I went aggressive entry here, stop at the 4 hour fair value gap, targeting all-time highs. And these type of trades I only take on like I mainly take these on the challenge accounts. And yeah, so this trade itself was like over a 6 hour, and this one I didn't send because I know everyone's very scared to like buy when price is going down. But I usually don't take trades like this. But when there is such a clear high time frame narrative, like all time highs, like there is no way we're gonna inverse this 4 hour fair value gap and then head lower. Like head lower for what? We've already taken out all of these stops over here. There's literally no reason for price to head lower. And if it does head lower, there's probably like a big issue in the world. And trading on the charts is the last thing I'm worried about. And boom, I entered another position here as well. That one I did post in the group. There's another 15-minute version entered here. Sorry, I entered at this one, sorry. My bad. There was a 15-minute inversion and this bullish engulfing 15 on the 15-minute. And pull my stop here. Yeah, remember I put my stop exactly at this fair value gap. And yeah, this was insane because I remember I cleared like phase. So basically what I do here is I do pyramid entries. And what this means is that when I enter on another position, this stop is moved to break even. Okay. So and this is like another 2%. So I entered 2% here. My total risk is still 2%. But when price is over here, I move this stop to break even. So essentially there's no risk on the first trade, and then I enter on another trade and the risk is at 2% again. So essentially if price just keeps shooting up without like retracing, I can literally make double the amount of money that I used to make before. And this works especially well during all-time highs, because during all-time highs prices like rips higher without retracing. And yeah, I mean, just continue to go higher. And another thing I do is what is it called? I trail my stops at all-time highs. What this means is that just because my TP is here, because initially my TP was here, just because my TP was here doesn't mean that I close the trade here. What I do is that I go to the 5-minute and I just like trail my stop loss. So let's say price was at 55 and it goes to 80. I'll just trail my stop loss to like 60, and then price goes from 80 to like 100. I'll just trail my stop loss like 85. So this way a 1 hour trade or like a 2 hour trade is now all of a sudden worth like 3 hour. And just by doing this on my pro firm accounts, I was honestly up over 20 hour. And on the VIP Telegram, on the VIP Discord and free public Telegram, I was already up like approximately 15 hour. And to be honest, I don't even need to trade on, what's it called? There's also Friday, Friday was like, after hitting all-time highs, I was like very inclined to just take an early weekend. But then on Friday, I saw this beautiful trade, which I knew was just going to get hit at 9:30. Because that's the thing, when you just study one asset class for so long, you kind of know its behaviors, you kind of know like what it tends to do. And this was when, yeah, this was literally right here. So I saw this 15-minute inversion. There is no reason. We already took out London lows, and I put my stop here because I'm like, I don't think we're going to have another stop hunt because we already had a stop hunt here. So I put my stop loss at this swing low, entered the 15-minute inversion. I saw that the London high was still intact. I entered over here, by the way, on this candle, which is basically at around 9 p.m. And I also saw that we have two equal highs here. So I was like, okay, cool. There's a very high chance that 9:30 is just going to instantly distribute and take out these equal highs. And that's exactly what happened. I got another clean 1.7 hour. And as soon as that was done, I was like, okay, cool. We have been heading higher the entire week. And we have taken on all the liquidity over here. So there's a lot of clear trend lines here. So what's probably going to happen is that price is going to retrace in the weekly range. Because the way the weekly candle works is that, even the way this candle works, this candle opened, went lower, closed high all the way up, went high all the way up here and then closed here. And on a weekly time frame, what that means is that Monday will probably like open here, Tuesday and Wednesday will head lower, and then Tuesday to Friday, boom, and then Thursday, most likely Wednesday or Thursday will be like the entire weekly range, and then Friday will come down lower and will close here. And that's exactly what I was thinking when that Trump news happened like over here, I was like, okay, cool, this is most likely the low of the week, and we're just gonna head higher and take out all of this. And yeah, that's exactly what happened. Literally, Monday, Tuesday, boom, low of the week, higher, higher, close down. And yeah, I mean, I called all of this live. If you're interested in like weekly, not even weekly, daily analysis and trade ideas, you want live trade management and executions, sign up on the first link below. And yeah, I'm officially back on YouTube, and I hope I aim to continue and be more consistent with the uploads. So I'll see you in the free Telegram and VIP Discord. I mean, it's literally free, and I've already provided. I started the VIP Telegram a year ago with a win rate of 70 to 80%, and it's literally free. It's honestly, I don't want to call names, but like it wouldn't be the wisest decision if I show you